lots of torpedoes. As you can see, lit up with blue are quite devastating. Here comes even more intrepid. It does appear that yes, he did lose an intrepid ship. Sergio is retreating. He'll be looking to cloak and get out of here. Oh, and here we have we'll move over here for now. To the fleet from Nero, it does appear that he is going to finish off that expansion that is being attacked by Sergio. So we'll see what Nero does. Whether he goes for the expansion or whether he goes for Sergio's ships. But it looks like he's just... Oh, and it looks like Nero is just going to sit around and wait for Sergio to do the job for him. Just wait, let him destroy the expansion while he moves on. Oh, and as we see right here, right away we see some Excelsior class ships. So let's go back and take a look at Beat's base. And as you can see, the base is still coming along quite nicely. And here Nero goes in to attack some of these miners. He does not look like oh, and Nero is in a tough spot here with the Excelsior class ship. He is being surrounded. We'll look to see him potentially close, or at least try and destroy one of the Excelsior class ships. Those Excelsior class ships, again, want to torpedo the pretty much. Here comes the next class, other intrepid. So Nero is at a disadvantage here. Firepower and numbers. He's just gonna lose a couple ships here. But it does look like at least an intrepid was potentially lost. And Nero is just going to be completely run off. Oh, and another orphan. So, this expanding rather quickly, while it did not work as well for Beat in the beginning, is really starting to pay off, with his base being able to survive, and his fleet is growing to a rather nice size. As you see, here we have a Galaxy class ship, as well as a couple of Excelsior classes. And we'll go back and we'll take a look at Nero's base and see how he's doing with the ships. And we see that his field yard are producing the Sousa class ships, both the field yard, but not the expansion. So I would hazard a guess that Nero is feeling a slight pinch from only having 2 moons. That it is hurting him in ship production. So he has to be careful not to lose the ships he does have. We'll see he has another, I believe, a constructor doing that. And we'll take a look over here. Wow, this is a base that Sergio really doesn't want to lose. Excuse me, an expansion with 2 heavy weapons platforms, 2 sensors, and he just really wants to keep that, as well as this moon he has. So Nero is really in a tough spot here, having not really expanded much at all, and so keeping his ships alive will be vitally important for him. Now it does appear that he is going to move up towards this expansion, but I would not expect to see him attack. Oh, and the cloak detector right there and the heavy weapons platforms are just going to hurt. This could potentially be very bad for Nero. He is going to try and attack that heavy weapons platform, but it's just a bad mistake. He is going to lose the rest of his fleet. As you can see from the platform, and here moves up Sergio. Nero is in bad trouble. There he goes. Potentially see the end of Nero's fleet right here. It does look like he is going to cloak, but he is going to get caught by that sensor. So we see Sergio. There goes a ship. Sergio's going to continue on. He's going to press his advantage. Oh, but he is turning back, seeing that Nero's ships have cloaked. Now that the excitement's died down, let's take a look at Beat and see what's going on here. We have his little rowdy type yards producing Excelsior 2 class ships. It does appear that he'll be sticking with those. They're quite nice. For a rather cheap price, their quantum torpedoes are very good, and they do get a bonus from having Mason as your avatar. So he doesn't have any research going on here, and it doesn't look like he's producing any more ships from his Antares yard. Looks like he's strictly going with the Excelsior 2 class ships, but he does have a nice sized fleet here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 Excelsior 2 class ships. We have 6 Intrepid, a Galaxy class, and a couple of Excelsior 1 class ships. And of course, we cannot forget that Descent class. It is quite devastating. A nice little mix. We move over here, take a look at Sergio's base. He does have a battle yard up, so he is looking to build some more powerful ships. We have Orcha class ships, and that should definitely help him. Right now, Sergio being Beat's main problem, as Nero just doesn't have nearly enough resources to build a large fleet. You can see he has the Sousa class ships, the Cavort class ships queued up, but he just does not have the resources to build them. So again, he has to be very careful with his fleet if he wants to survive. But I would expect one of his enemies, potentially Sergio, moving on into his base, knowing that who has the moons, and that Nero has to be feeling the loss of his what he had tried to expand earlier. Oh, and Sergio's going to see this constructor. He is going to get a kill off that if he pays attention, but it does not look like he's going to. He's just going to continue on. So he's going to leave that constructor alone, and it might be a slight mistake. He could have gotten an easy kill there. Oh, but he has another 4 Tupej class ships here. Those could also take out the constructor, but again, just bypassing. We'll look over here. Again, we have both Nero and Sergio taking up, just paying a lot of attention to Beat's expansions, while Beat does build up a sizable fleet of ships. And there they go, right away attacking. Both sides attacking Beat's expansion. He is going to lose it. A rare moment of pieces work together, although it does appear that Nero is just going to sit back and watch as Sergio just continues to attack. And that torpedo platform is going down. And now Nero is moving in, but he is at a disadvantage. He does not want to lose his fleet. He will not be able to field one that quickly. But Sergio is going to move back up while Nero finishes off this expansion. If we look over here, now Sergio might be moving on Nero's construction ship, but he is not. He's just going to sit there. Oh, but Beat does appear that he is making a move with just a massive, massive fleet of ships. It does look like he's going to go into Sergio's base, and he's going to be able to do quite a bit of damage with these Excelsior 2 class ships. But he does not have the guided quantum torpedoes, which could help quite a bit more. And we see up here Sergio also with a nice amount of ships, especially with these Vorcha classes right here. We've already have 3 of them, so we'll have 4 shortly. Now we see Nero over here is going to look to start harassing Beat's main base a little.